Welcome back to my channel. This is your coach, Mr. Malcolm. Okay, my friends, welcome back to my channel again, and this is your coach. We're looking at Module 5, Lesson 21. As you can see, Module 5, Lesson 21, it's a wonderful lesson because it's just a review of the last 5 lessons. So let's look at the tasks that we need to complete here. Excuse me. So it says, let's look at how many actions we have to take. It says that we need to, where are we at? Okay, right here. Write the number. Okay, so it says write the number. Let me select a nice color here. Write the number on your task card and a summary of the task in the blank. So we have to write all that in here. This is the blank where we write it down. Our next action is then draw the figure. So whatever they tell us in the task, we have to draw it. Our third task is label your figure with as many names as you can. And our last task is action is circle the most common name. Okay, let me do this now with my not my pen because it's a little hard to write, but we're with this box. It's called the writing box. We're going to write. So the card says card 12. It says draw a rectangle that is also a rhombus. Okay, so that's step 1. That's action 1. We're gonna fit this exactly where they want us to place it, which is right here. There you go. And now it says draw a rectangle that is also a rhombus. So we're gonna look at, well, now we're gonna draw. Now, I know that a rhombus has all equal sides and it has 2 sets of parallel lines. So I actually drew this, and it's just an image. But if you draw it, that's what you get. Now it says a rectangle, but remember that the rectangle. My apologies. Remember that a rectangle that is square. It's a square is also named a rectangle. So this square right here qualifies as a rhombus. Now remember that. So this is a rectangle here. Now that's number 2. Task number 3. Label your figure with as many names as you can. Oh man, we can do that. I know you can do that. That should be easy for you now because you've been practicing all this. However, if it's not easy, let's try it together. It says, okay, so let's look at that. That is a square and it's also a rectangle. It's also a rhombus. But also it has 4 equal sides. What we call it a quadrilateral. What would be another name for that? Well, it has 2 sets of parallel lines. If it has 2 sets of parallel lines, it's also called a parallelogram. Let's see. So, oh, look at this. Can we call it a quadrilateral? Of course we can because it has 4 equal sides. Quadrilateral lateral means 4 equal sides. Now, can we call this a trapezoid? Well, if you recall, a trapezoid has 1 set of parallel lines. This particular shape has 2 of them, so we can also call it a trapezoid because it has 2 sets, and you only need 1 set of parallel lines to become a trapezoid. So now you're down there. We wrote as many names as we could. Now our next task is circle the most specific name. Well, the most specific name I will say is the rhombus. I think it's called the rhombus. Okay, so now we're gonna call it the rhombus. That's the most specific name. But here's one more name. This shape right here. If you have the ability to select it, you don't, but I do. Look. What does it look like? Okay, well, guess what? A rhombus is another common name for a rhombus is could be a square. That would be the most common one. So that's what you got to do for these activities for lesson 21. Let's practice one more with this one right here, task number 22. And let's write the information down because it says write the number on your task card and a summary of the task in the blank. So let's just do that right now. Let me see. It says 22 space, draw a quadrilateral whose diagonals, those are sides, okay? But they're diagonal, they're slanted lines. Whose diagonals bisect. That means they divide each other at a right angle. Okay, so now that we have with the first action, let's place it where they're asking us to place this action, which is here in this area. So we write the name of the task, 22, and what the task says. Now we got to draw a picture. It says draw a quadrilateral. That means you have to draw a shape that has 4 sides. And it also says that whose diagonals bisect each other at a right angle. Oh, look at this. I'm just going to copy that one and paste it over here. And you're going to say, why do you do that, Mr. Magna? Well, let's see. It says draw a quadrilateral. Well, this one is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. And it says the diagonals cut each other in half. Let's see if it's true. I don't see any diagonals here, Mr. Magno. This is one set of horizontal lines and another set of vertical lines. But check this out. Watch the magic of technology. If I do this, this is going to have slanted lines. Your slanted lines are right here. If you pay attention, this is one slanted line that bisects the other slanted line, and they have right angles. So check this out. This one's a right angle, and this opposite to that one is a right angle. So this, what they were asking you to do is to draw a rhombus, or we can also call it a square. Okay, let's write the information down because we're done with that segment. We're done with the second action. Now we have to label it as many times as we can. Does it have two sets of parallel lines? Yes, so we call it a parallelogram. Okay, is it a quadrilateral? We already know that because it's written on the page. We said it's a rhombus. Rhombus. Now, does this rhombus has all equal sides? Yes. Does a square has all equal sides? Yes. So we can call this also a square. Can we call this? Yeah, let's see. We have quadrilateral. Oh, look at this. Remember this? This can be also called a rectangle. If you remember, rectangle. Remember our previous example here on the left side. Let's see. Let's have another name here. Can we call it a trapezoid? Well, trapezoid has one set of parallel lines. This one has 2. If you see this side is parallel to this side, and this side is parallel to this side, so it has 2 sets. And to be a trapezoid, you only need 1, so yes, it is a trapezoid. All right, my friends, we labeled it. Now we have to circle the most common one. And I believe the most common one, it could be a rhombus for that one. This will be the most common name for this thing, will be a rhombus. And let me choose my pen here. So that will be the rhombus, the most common one. Okay, so this is what you gotta do for your homework. Just pay attention, do the best you can, review your previous lessons. You're a brilliant mathematician. Your coach knows it, especially now that you're working from home. Just get it done. Search for the information. Signing out.